Why do people do this? I have no idea. Oh, my head. Headache. What's up guys? It's December 15th at McCarran Park, Williamsburg, Brooklyn. I'm gonna do a 5K time trial today. As I realized that I haven't done any races in almost a year, and I kind of have no idea what my pace really is for any kind of distance. I did a 5K, I think it was in October, but that was after rolling my ankle the day right before the race, and I wasn't happy with the time. I don't know if I could run faster, but I'm gonna go try to get a better time. Last time that was 19:10 for my 5K. I'm gonna try to break 19 minutes and go for 18:45. I'm laced up in my Nike ZoomX Presents, and let's see how it goes. Today it's my first attempt doing a run with the GoPro strapped on my head. I hope the weight of the GoPro doesn't affect my running. I don't think so, but we'll see how it goes. What's up guys, welcome back to the NeverNotGoodRun channel. My name is Milai, and just like I said in the video, today I am bringing you footage of my 5K time trial, which was filmed with my GoPro strapped on my head. This is the first time ever doing that, so I have no idea if it's going to slip off or what. So here I am making sure the coast is clear, preparing my watch, and everything seems fine. So here we go. So I think a very common mistake anybody could make upon racing, and I have made in the past a couple of times already, is to start off too fast. And of course, if you do that, you will not be able to maintain that pace all throughout the race, and you will definitely slow down, finishing the race not feeling so good about yourself. So right before the race, I was telling myself, don't go too fast, don't go too fast, don't go too fast. And just as I started right off the bat, what do? I go fast. I was like, you so but the good thing is I realized that I was going too fast, so I forced myself to slow down a little bit. So what I wanted to do for this race was run in a 6 minute a mile pace, in other words 3:45 kilometer pace all throughout the 5K, and maybe go even faster if I have some legs left. And the moment I started, I felt like I was going in a more like my interval pace, which is like a 5:36 mile pace, a 3:30 kilometer pace. So I immediately slowed down, but just by feel, slow it down to 3:45 kilometer pace. So you might be able to see there are some dark spots on the track. That is where it was icy on the surface because of the rain from last night, and so those spots were a little bit slippery, so I really had to be careful not to slip. I don't think that had an effect on my running at all. So as I was running over the ice, I was just thinking about, oh, here's a good excuse for not being able to run fast today. Okay, so here I am almost approaching my first 1K, and yep, so it turns out that it was 3:45, exactly the pace I wanted to go. So obviously I did a pretty job slowing down and keeping my pace at the ideal pace. Heading into kilometer 2. At this point, of course, I'm still not feeling tired, but I did have a little bit of doubt if I was going to be able to sustain this pace throughout the rest 4Ks. I was feeling a little bit tired more than I wanted to, but again, it's been a while since I ran a 5K race or any race at all, so I still wasn't sure how I was supposed to feel at this point. And so I just kept going on. It was pretty cold, but how cold was it today? I don't know, 34, 5, somewhere around there. But still not like extremely cold. So I would say it was a good weather, good temperature to still race. Okay, almost finishing kilometer 2. And yes, once again I checked my watch. This was 3:44. So still I am keeping that pace, a good pace. Still feeling kind of the same as I did after running the first kilometer. So at this point, not yet have I been feeling the lactate acid accumulating in my legs. So I was still feeling pretty good. You know, one thing that may have contributed to my good running today might have been the fact that I ran on the track that I was pretty familiar with, because I've been running on this track at McCarran Park a couple of times already. So I already knew what to expect from this track. But sometimes if you go to the tracks which is inside a stadium, you know, it could seem like that same 400 meters is way longer, and just the view of the stands surrounding you might make you feel like might be kind of overwhelming, and add a little bit more stress to your run. So definitely it was a great choice of me choosing this track I was familiar with. Well, not like I had other choices, because there aren't so many tracks around Brooklyn where I live. Okay, so here we are finishing kilometer 3, heading into kilometer 4. So at this point, in my head, I am thinking, okay, there is only 5 laps left. That is nothing. Okay, sorry about that. I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, I always think a little bit past the midpoint of a race is always one of the pivotal points of the race, because depending on how you approach that point will make a huge difference on how you perform for the latter half of the race. Because if you like start off too fast, you're definitely going to feel a little bit too tired in the midpoint of the race. So for the 5K race, you might feel like, oh my god, I have 2.5 kilometers left. However, if you saved your legs enough, when you pass the midpoint, you'll think, oh cool, I only have 2.5 kilometers left. So I think how you mentally approach that midpoint of the race, along with how like physically you are as well, makes a huge difference. And so even if you are a bit tired at the midpoint of the race, I definitely think you should like force yourself to think that you only have half of the race left, because like, you know, your mental state of mind really definitely will affect your physical state as well. And especially a little bit past this midpoint of the race, it's easier for you to like let your guards down a little bit and slow down, especially if you're feeling like, oh my god, I still have half of the race left. So you really have to force yourself to maintain that pace you're in, or force yourself to even go faster if you have those legs left. So for the 5K, I would definitely say the midpoint, or even a little bit closer to the end, the 3.5K-ish part, a little bit past 2 miles. That is the point where you really have to reset your mind and like stay strong mentally, definitely, to pull yourself throughout the rest of the race, and set your mind to let it all out from there. Okay, so I just went past my 4 kilometer point. That lap was that was 3:40 for my fourth kilometer. So I guess I was building up my speed little by little and was feeling pretty good. I really wasn't expecting that to happen, but I was feeling better and better. So now that I'm in my last kilometer and I've been building up my pace up to this point, it's just all out from here. You just have to give everything out. Okay, so now we're in our last lap. So from here, it's just don't give about my form, my like foot strike, whatever. Just, you know, give out 120% of what you have left, and just get ready to die. So approaching the last corner here, I have no idea about the time, so I'm just gonna hide my time here as well. And let's see how I finish this 5K time trial. Okay, just finished my 5K. That was really tough. I definitely know for sure that I PR'd. Don't really know the time, but judging from my splits, I'm pretty sure I was able to run each kilometer at least at a 3:45 kilometer pace. That's a 6-minute mile pace, which should mean that I went under 19 minutes. Let me just move on to my cool down jog and then look at my time. So today's 5K time trial series part 1 in my Nike Vaporfly Next percents. I would say it was very successful. I PR'd with an 18-minute 32-second record for my 5K. That was way faster than the last time I ran, which was 19:10, also in my Vaporflies, but that was right after rolling my ankle the day right before my race. So I wasn't happy with that result. I really wanted to make another attempt for a 5K, but okay, so obviously I was doing a great job with the audio, covering the mic with my finger, so I'm going to take over from here. So the reason I did the 5K was, of course, there are no races around anymore, so I wanted to know how fast I really am right now. And 5K is like a perfect distance to run, so that was a great attempt. But also I wanted to do a 5K to compare all my carbon fiber plated shoes to see how they would perform, how the time would differ using them for a 5K. Now, all of them being a racing shoe, I think it makes more sense to use them for a 10K or even longer distances like 15K or even a half marathon. But you know, like races for 10K or even longer distances require like a lot of mental as well as physical preparation, and I just don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna stick to the 5Ks and see how all those shoes perform and compare them. And the next will be the Saucony Endorphin Pro, which I will probably do on Saturday. Okay, that's about it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. If you liked the video at all, please press that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That is it for today. Thank you so much, guys. See you soon. And don't forget, there is never not a good run as long as you make it so. Bye.